going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rear Naked Locks. I'm Chacho, that's Henry. We're going to give you guys a quick breakdown of this Saturday's banger pay-per-view card, UFC 327, Ulberg versus Jiri, uh, in Miami, Florida. This card is absolutely stacked. I know that we lost the co-main, but head to toe, man, this card is extremely competitive. How do you feel about this card, Henry?
Honestly, I love this card. I mean, I think every fight is super good. Even Gaston versus Luke. I mean, it's a reasonable matchup, between two old guys. But sponsors of fucking Nate the Train, dog. Potential big fight of the year. I love the main event. Ulberg, worthy of the title fight. Jiri, I think he's the uncrowned king. So it's time to see who's number one.
Yep. I agree. There's a lot of pretty good matchups here. Let's jump right into it.
All right.
Yep.
Go for it.
We have a banger in the main event, man. Henry really did break it down. We have Jiri, the uncrowned king. This dude has only lost to Alex Pereira, and we all know Alex Pereira has that nasty dynamite in his hands. Just like Henry likes to bring it up every single time. Jiri's only lost to Alex Pereira on short notice fights. Jiri, with the camp, undefeated. And then we're going against Ulberg. You see that one loss. That one loss was the only other time I bet on Ulberg when he lost his debut. I didn't know anything about him. I just knew he was Izzy's boy. Came in, put money on him against Kennedy, and it backfired. But I feel like moving forward, Ulberg has a clear advantage here. I think Ulberg's going to be the more strategic fighter, the more cool, calm, and collected fighter. Jerry's nasty, bro. Like every time I count him out, he's always shut me down. That's Henry's favorite fighter, but I think I'm just a little salty because I waited in line for him for about 2 hours and he never showed up. So, with that being said, I hope Ulberg makes him piss his shit.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, I agree. I mean, this is This is one of the best fights they could put on at 205. I mean, the logic there is there for both sides. I mean, Ulberg is a more technical striker. He's got beautiful footwork. He's defensively sound. I mean, he's fighting Jiri, who's he's reckless. He gets hit. He's there to get countered. But I'm going with Jiri here. I mean, I'm biased. I fucking love Jiri, bro. I picked him against Pereira. He humbled me twice, and I'll pick him against Pereira again. But I just think this is gonna come down to Jerry just making a dogfight. I mean, Khalil tried to fight technical, got caught. It's like Rakic when he fought Jerry, tried to fight technical, got rocked, bro. Like it's just hard to fight Jerry technical, bro, because eventually he's gonna bite down the mouthpiece and he's gonna test your chin. And we haven't really seen Ulberg tested too much. I mean, if you look at his record, I mean, it's not his fault. It's not people. 205 is kind of weak. I mean, he beat Reyes. All right, beat Jan in the split decision. Like a lot of people thought he lost. And then Ozdemir, that was a good win. Ozdemir did look really good. But Manifield, he beat Manifield when Manifield was training with Pat Barry. It's a big step up in competition, and I think Jerry's gonna shine here. I got Jerry by knockout, but I think this goes long. I think it's like a round 4, round 5 war. But give me Jerry here by KO.
Let's go. We're split on the main event. We love to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
two stand-up fighters, two hopefully active fighters. I don't want no Chimaev over here in the light heavyweight division.
yeah, I mean that's the thing, bro. Whoever wins from this should fight the winner of Azamat and Costa, and let's go from there. But in that co-main event, speaking of Azamat and Costa, we got Mirzakhanov versus Paulo Costa. I think it's a very good fight. I see a lot of love for Mirzakhanov on Twitter. I see a lot of love for Costa on Twitter, and I think it makes sense. But I mean, if you guys have been following the channel, I've been picking Mirzakhanov in every single one of my parlays except for today. I'm going with Paulo Costa to beat him here. Just because Mirzakhanov, I mean, he must be Dana's homeboy, bro. Like he gets the most favorable matchups of all time. You got Rakic, you got Ribeiro. Bro. Costa would beat the shit out of these guys too, bro. Like, I get it, but I think Costa's kicks, his cardio, I think it's gonna be the difference here. Mirzakhanov, I mean, he gets tired. I mean, if he doesn't knock you out in one, you could extend the fight and you could make it dirty. I think Costa's gonna finish him here. I got Costa by TKO round 3.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with Henry on this one. I'm picking Costa as one of the clear dogs in this card. It took some convincing on Henry's part, but after watching some of the breakdown videos, Konov does have some of the weakest wins in the UFC. Respectfully, he did make it look like chicken dinner, zero resistance, but this guy's 36. He looks like Russian Bradley Martin. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's not forget he tested positive 2 years ago and came back and got two cookie matchups. You know,
Yeah, 16-0, super padded record, but I think the only good win is probably that Dustin Jacoby fight. Racket's on a 4-5 losing streak, so he's been fighting fighters on his skid. The dude's 36. And then we
allegedly.
have Costa. He's not cutting weight anymore, dude. When's the last time Costa's been dusted? Last time Costa got dusted was against Izzy, but that was prime Izzy. You can't really hold that against him. Costa's super durable. I'm hoping Costa fights him with super stick drift, just like Henry says. Super good body kicks, super durable, fast hands, good defensive wrestling. I feel like even if this fight goes a distance, I think Costa's gonna have the more damage being done on the feet. So I have Costa at a pretty big underdog here. I think he's like plus 160 here. Give me Costa all day, man. I feel like Mirzakhanov is finally getting a step up in competition, and I feel it's going to backfire on his part.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the cards where a lot of the underdogs make sense. You know, like whether they win or not, we'll see. But I don't think this is a bad pick either side. I mean, Rizakana might dust him in one or close up by decision. You know, maybe just bet that.
Yeah, like I can see it both ways. All right, next up, we got another banger fight right here. We got Curtis Blades versus probably one of the best prospects in recent heavyweight history. I have Hulk over here, the WWE superstar himself, man. I'm not gonna lie, watching his pre-fight interviews and all this stuff on TikTok, his videos, the dude is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. He's super cringeworthy, super WWE-esque type of fighter, type of mentality going in. But in the cage, he's nasty, bro. His his fight IQ is pretty good. He's shown to have some pretty good defensive wrestling, nasty volume, nasty striking. And Henry pointed something out off camera is that Blades has been looking like complete dog shit recently. If you look at his wins, all the wins that he got, they haven't been any clear cut wins. There's like something happens and he takes over late in rounds. He takes a bunch of damage and then he comes back. He's just not the same Blades anymore. We have Hokit drowns people. Obviously, this is going to be a huge step up of competition on his side. But for some reason, I feel like Hokit's going to beat the brakes off of Blades. But everyone tune in for that cringe post-fight interview because I guarantee you he's going to have one. But I have Hokie here, man. Another underdog that I'm going with. Back-to-back dogs that I'm picking. But I don't know. Just like Henry said, the dogs might be barking. This card is extremely, extremely, extremely well-versed. Like, this is what I'm talking about when me and Henry say that we want fights in cards like this where they're competitive matchups, not like is like you don't get like Mike Malott versus like a 39-year-old Burns on a 4-5 losing streak to be the main event. Like stuff like that, like I don't want to watch. Like this is a fresh pace, a good matchup. I have Hokit here.
Yeah, you said it. You said it perfect. I mean, this is the kind of card where if you get your picks right, you make a shit ton of money, bro. Because there's value on everybody except for Kevin Gastelum, and even then, like that might be a free parlay leg. This is the kind of card where you make money. It's the kind of card where fighters shine. I think there's gonna be a lot of finishes here, hopefully, but yeah, we'll see. In this fight, listen, I like Curtis Blades. We've used him in parlays before. He's come through for a long time. We've seen him live a couple times. I mean, he comes out to the Mortal Kombat theme song. That's pretty sick. But I mean, just I get why people are picking him. He has more experience. He's fought for the title before. He's beat good fighters like Alexander Volkov. He has a win against Aspinall, allegedly. But if you actually go down and you watch back those fights, like he doesn't look that good anymore, bro. I don't know if it's injuries, but it seems like he's slow. I mean, that fight versus Kuniev, he says he was injured. And we'll see if that's true. Because I mean, if he did lose a step, he's gonna lose the wrestling to Hulk here. I mean, look at Hulk's scrambling ability. I mean, he's a former football player. It's like I think Blade's best chance is to knock him on the feet, but Is he fast enough to hit Hogan before he gets clipped? I don't think so. So give me Hogan by KO. I think TKO's Curtis Blades early, probably at the end of round 1.
Sheesh. KO, let's go Hulk it. Dog money all day.
Did lose a step. He's gonna lose the wrestling to Hogan here. I mean, look at Hogan's scrambling ability. I mean, he's a former football player. You know, it's like I think Blades' best chance is to knock him on the feet, but is he fast enough to hit Hogan before he gets clipped? I don't think so. So give me Hogan by KO. I think TKO's Curtis Blades early, probably at the end of round 1.
Sheesh. KO, let's go Hulk it. Dog money all day.
Let's get it. Let's get it. With that said, Josh Hogan is our official Bark Alley Bangers Play of the Week. Not gonna lie, I honestly forgot to put this in there, so we had to come back and do it. But Josh Hogan is our official Bark Alley Bangers Play of the Week. Me and Chato are both big on Hogan. We also like a lot of underdogs on this card, but we felt that Hogan had the most upside, the most value. So lock it in early, boys. I have a feeling the line's gonna flip. We might have a pick 'em, or Hogan is a slight favorite come fight night. Lock it in, man. We've been doing pretty good with our underdog picks. Yeah, I mean, I think there's good value here, bro. Let's go, Josh Hogan. We think he gets it done. I honestly think he wins by TKO, but we're not taking any props. We're taking the money line. It's about plus 115 or plus 117, depending on the book. So lock it in early, boys. Let's get it. All right. Next up, we got Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. This fight, it's funny because somebody's getting knocked out in a meme fashion, but both fighters had a resurgence in their career, bro. I mean, respect to them. But yeah, somebody's getting knocked out in a meme fashion, and with that logic, I mean, you got to go with the better striker. I think Walker has a worse chin than Reyes, straight up. So like, I think if Reyes just connects first, I think he knocks out Walker like in a similar fashion that he knocked out what's the name, the Jacoby, you know. But Johnny Walker, bro, he has a way of fucking winning these fights, and like he beat the freaking Ming Zhang. It's like he should have never won that fight, bro. But yeah, I think Reyes is better here, bro. Like, it's a dude who actually has a good skill set. It's just like Aaron Pico, bro. He gets God before he gets you. So I got Dominic Reyes by knockout round 1.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Henry. I'm gonna go with Reyes on this one, but just quick story time. We saw Reyes at a club in Vegas. We went to watch YG, and like he pretended like he didn't see us, and he ran the other way. So like, even though I want him to piss his shit, like I'm not gonna keep saying that line and like just giving you guys bad picks because I hold grudges. I have Reyes all day here, dude. If you guys just Google or YouTube Walker, funny KO highlights, this guy has a Looney Tune esque like knockout reel of him getting stiffed in and outside the UFC. So Henry's breakdown is spot on, dude. Reyes has that dynamite power. He's a good counter puncher. I think if Reyes tucks that chin and finds that punch, he's gonna lay Walker out cold. Like Walker should not have won that Ming Yang bet, but of course he beat Ming Yang because I had money on Ming Yang, and he was on my around the world. So it's just one of those fights where like, of course he won because I had money on him. Like, let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, Ming Yang wins that fight. But man, yeah, like I think this is another banger fight. This is a extreme violence fight. Shout out Reyes. This guy hasn't gone to decision since 2020 against John Jones. This guy's kill or be killed. I just love to see fighters like that, bro. So this is for sure violence. I doubt this goes to decision. The fight doesn't go the distance. Prop on this one is probably minus 3 million, dude. Someone's gonna get laid out.
Yeah, wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it.
She got Nate to train in UFC, baby. We got another banger fight right here. This is two vets going at it right here. Two vets, two savvy vets going at it. Cub Swanson for a clean 42 years old versus Nate the Train coming in at 37 years old. Man, for some reason the odds just aren't odds. Like the odds just don't seem real on this fight. They have Cub Swanson at a plus like 107 the last time I checked. I just don't see it. I think Cub Swanson clears Nate on like in every aspect except cardio, I believe. Nate the Train, dude, this guy needs to be hit to get activated. And I had that same logic when I picked Duncan in the last card. I was like, oh, Duncan's good. He's just a slow starter. Like, I just want him to like get hit, freaking get activated. What happened in that card? Duncan got smoked. The same thing's gonna happen here. I think Swanson's gonna put that sauce on him round 1 and 2, and then Nate's probably gonna have a resurgence in round 3, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I have Swanson here by decision, beating Nate to train in the UFC. I'm a big fan of Nate to train, dude. I seen him live. I was there when he beat the brakes off of what's his name?
David Onama.
Yeah, yeah, like David Onama in San Diego. This guy's must see TV, man. But so is Cub Swanson. I'm taking the 42-year-old veteran here. This is for sure going to be his last fight. I think he's one of the last like WEC fighters ever, like in the UFC. So I expect him to come out and just style on Nate to train. So give me Cub Swanson all day here.
Yeah, I just want to preface. I think I'm letting the fact that it's Cub Swanson's retirement fight blind me, because I also have Cub Swanson here. I just think, bro, Cub Swanson has some of the best footwork in the entire game, bro. Like this guy, he hasn't looked bad in his fights. You know, it's like he's just up there in age. I'm sure he's made a ton of money. I just think he clears Nate on the feet big time. You know, the only worry is if he just Homer Simpson's his way to a victory. You know, it's like if, let's say Cub styles on him for a round and a half, and starts getting tired. We've seen Nate the Train like kill people with pressure, so that's my only worry. But I think Cub Swanson uh, has enough power, has good enough footwork to just put a pace on Landwehr. I think he hurts him a couple times. So I think Cub Swanson wins by decision, but it is scary.
Yeah, that's three dogs that we agree on. I'm telling you, man. If you guys like, we're gonna put some money on a full card parlay. It's funny till it's not funny. We're gonna cash eventually.
Hey, straight up, man. That card where Peyton Talbot fought what Lima. If you guys
Yeah,
matched all my picks, I called the full card parlay. You know, it's like I thought it would have paid you 900.
telling you, man. All it
Funny till
takes is
it's not.
one.
Funny till it's not. All right, man. Here we
Like,
got the Bellator main event: Patricio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. Dude, these are two fighters I respect a lot. I used to watch Bellator quite a bit. We saw Pitbull fight twice. But I mean, Pitbull. I mean, he's kind of fighting passively. You know, he's fighting not to lose. He doesn't really take as many risks. I mean, that's what worries me in this fight. You know, because Aaron Pico is not gonna let him play passive. You know, if Pitbull wants to win this fight, I think he needs to get the takedowns. You know, use superior grappling or superior BJJ, I should say, and you know, take Pico's back. Maybe win the scrambles, hold him down, just win the moments. But I think Aaron Pico, he's destined to do good things in the UFC, and I think this is the start of it. Um, I'm not sure he knocks out Pitbull early, but I think gets him out of there eventually. Give me Aaron Pico by round 2, TKO. I think knocks out Patricio Pitbull here. No disrespect to the legend, but you know everybody gets caught eventually. Give me Aaron Pico here.
yeah, man. I'm at the guillotine, man. Let's go with the hometown hero here. California's own Aaron Pico. Man, I'm not gonna lie. We were super high on Pico coming in, and he was looking good in like in his last fight. A lot of people don't want to give him credit, but he was hitting that dude with some shit, bro. Anybody else would have went down. He was attacking the body clean. He got overzealous and got caught. You know what happens when you're fighting in the high level in the UFC. With that being said, I think he's gonna get Pitbull out of there, man. Like if this was a couple years earlier, I think I probably would have went Pitbull. But Pitbull is a clean 38 years old. He fought Dan Ige, and I think he did um, wobble him at one point, but just like Henry said, like he's not the same killer like as he was in Bellator. And I feel like even if this fight goes the distance, I feel like all the damage is going to be on Pico's side. Pico's coming off a good camp. He's training with good fighters. So his cardio is not going to be an issue. It's just that like if he's going to be cool, calm, and collected, you know, like he said he was. So like I'm going to trust his word. So give me the 29-year-old phenom Aaron Pico to finally get back on the win column here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for the UFC sake, Aaron Pico needs to win, bro. Just the promotion needs him to win. They want him to win. He's young. He's exciting. You know, I just don't get. He has all the skills in the world. So I mean, hopefully he gets it done. Just like Jiri, I'm a big Pico fan, so I'm biased. So I don't give a fuck. I'll kill or be killed, and I respect it.
Hey man, I respect it too, bro. Go out on your shield. All right, next up we got another banger fight. We got Holland versus Brown. I don't want to preface this, man. Like I'm a fan of Holland, but sometimes, bro, like I don't know, he just doesn't show up. I just feel like sometimes he goes in there with the mentality like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend I don't try. So if I lose, it's like no one's gonna really like take any credit from like my loss or whatever. His mindset is just weak. Like he doesn't want to be champ. He's just there to cash checks. And I bet on him several times on his channel. He's let me down in person. He's let me down on my bets, and I just don't feel comfortable like betting on him. He has all the abilities in the world. Super tall, lanky fighter, good jujitsu, super durable. But for some reason, he just likes to get caught in like dumb situations and dumb submissions. And I feel like Randy Brown's like a little bit more polished version of Holland. Like he just got his ass knocked out nasty in November. But I feel like it's a pretty decent amount of time. I think it's like 5 or 6 months since the knockout. So I feel like he's gonna be like a little bit like he's cleared. So I don't think Holland's gonna be able to knock him out like that. So give me Brown. I just think he's gonna win by decision here. He's just more crispy on the ground and on the feet. Just give me like I just don't trust Holland, man, to put in a parlay. So give me Brown.
Yeah, I mean, one of the fights where like these are two fighters with elite skill sets, but they they're like Michael Johnson, bro. They find ways to lose. Like Randy Brown, some of the best striking that you could possibly see it in the division, but you'll find a way to find a way to lose. Kevin Holland, same dude. With Kevin Holland, I think his durability might be waning. Because him getting fucking ragdolled by D-Rod. I mean, not that D-Rod's not a good fighter, but like D-Rod doesn't really hit that hard, He was freaking launching him all over the place, and it's just hard to get that visual out. But then again, Randy Brown just got completely sunned by Gabriel Bonfim. It's like, could he be confident on either side? Probably not. But I'm gonna take Randy Brown. I think he has more forward momentum than Kevin Holland. But I think if Kevin Holland wants to win, he needs to grapple. And because he has slick jiu-jitsu, he has good submissions. I wouldn't be surprised if Holland finds a way to land a Doris, but I'm going to take Randy Brown by decision. After seeing he wins the moments on the feet.
Let's go, Brown. Shout out Holland though.
100%. All right, man. Next up, we got Mateusz Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovic. Uh, this it's hard to take my bias on this fight, man, because Esteban, I'm a big fan of his. But Mateusz Gamrot, bro, this dude, he's one of the best wrestlers in the division by far, and he just knows how to win moments. He just knows how to win, bro. He knows how to win moments. I mean, he's been there. He's been in there with all the best fighters at 155. Charles, Arman, Dan Hooker, like this guy's good, bro. And Esteban, look at his record. I mean, he hasn't really fought anybody like Gamrot other than Loic in his debut, but it's a really, really big step up in competition. And I don't think Gamrot's fallen off that much, So I think Gamrot's just gonna give him a vet lesson. He's gonna take him down. He's gonna win the first 2 rounds. Maybe the second round is kind of close, but I think Gamrot steals the first 2 rounds, then Ribovic comes out strong round 3, and we just need Gamrot to survive. So I'm gonna take Gamrot by decision.
Yeah, man. What really swayed me was that Loic fight. Like early in his career, Loic was like 11 for 12 on takedowns, and when Ribovic fought him, he just looked lost when it came to the grappling. Obviously, it was early in his career, and he probably made some huge improvements in his like grappling game. But just like Henry said, man, Gamrot, he's super high level wrestling, super high level MMA. He knows how to win rounds, and like that's what we need him to do. We need him to win 2 out of 3 rounds, and I feel like he can do it. I think Ribovic is not going to be able to let his hands go because he's going to be afraid of the takedown the whole fight. We've seen it before when Gamrot fought Klein, when Gamrot fought Rafael Fiziev. It's just one of those things where like he makes them change their game plan, and like once fighters don't fight to the game plan, they tend to make mistakes. And I feel like Ribovic, because he's not like a vet like Gamrot, he's gonna start to make mistakes. So he's gonna lose rounds, lose positions, and eventually he's gonna lose the fight. But I agree with Henry. I think Gamrot's gonna win 29-28. Give me round 1 and 2. And then round 3 is probably going to be all Ribovics unless Gamrot takes him out of there.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing. I mean, Gamrot's wrestling is not the standard, double legs, bro. This guy goes for a double, switches a single, goes for a trip. This guy, he chain wrestles. Like, bro, DC emphasizes this every week, bro. Like, in modern day MMA, these guys, everybody could stuff a double leg. So wrestlers like Gamrot that constantly switch, attack your leg, attack your ankle, like, that's why they're so good with their takedowns, because they don't just attack the same technique over and over and over again. So, like, Gamrot's going to shoot 20 takedowns, probably land 9 of them, and that's all it's going to take.
Yep, I agree, man. It's that, like I said, chain wrestling. It's not if, it's when he takes him down. All right, next up we got Tatiana Suarez versus Lupi Godinez. Man, I know we keep saying we're gonna prefix this, prefix that, but and I was a big fan of Suarez coming in, man. Me and Henry were one of the main people that were saying that she's gonna be champ. We're one of the best grapplers ever in the women's division, but she has been looking extremely, extremely lackluster in her performance. I don't know if her and her husband were on the Green Goblin sauce, and like that's why they looked all good, and then they hopped off and they both fell off a cliff. But I know Suarez came off that win off of Amanda Lemos, but it was nothing to be proud of. I thought it was a horrible performance on her end. She was only like 3 for 12 on takedowns, and when she shoots horrible takedowns from far distances. She just grabs onto one leg and just hopes that she takes her opponent down. I think Lupi, even though her fight IQ sometimes is horrific on the ground, I feel like she's gonna be able to stuff the takedowns enough to land the damage on the feet, and she's gonna steal those rounds based off damage. So give me the underdog again here with Lupi Godinez. I'm hoping she doesn't. Henry likes to point out that foot, like that. It's like that leg entanglement she had with Gus Bus. But I feel like Lupi's gonna make the advances in her grappling here, where she's gonna be more defensively sound, so she could keep the fight on the feet. Because I think, in my personal opinion, that Lupi has a clear advantage on the feet. So give me Lupi here, man. Suarez just isn't the same anymore, bro. So I got Lupi all day. The Mexican clears it by decision.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Suarez, she hasn't looked as explosive as she once did. This is a girl who would take you down, submit you immediately. Like, once they hit the mat, the floor is lava. You're dead. Whereas now, like, it just seems like the injuries are really catching up to her. Her striking is honestly horrendous. Hasn't leveled up at all. But she does have a big size advantage here. But if she does get Lupi to the ground, and Lupi's not gonna get up. But that's a big if though. Is she gonna be able to shoot that many takedowns? I mean, Whaley stuffed him. I mean, Whaley's Whaley though, but like eventually Whaley figured it out, But
she was greased.
Nah, but I think Lupi, this is her moment to prove that she's a top 5, top 10 fighter. Because she has a skill set to beat Suarez. She's a wrestler herself. She needs to stuff the takedowns and work the boxing. She has way better boxing than Tatiana. Like, Lupi has some power in her hands. Just put the beating on her. But I mean, she just needs to stuff the takedowns and does not have any lapses in judgment when it comes to fight IQ. Because she should have beat Verna. Just going for leg lock instead of getting up. That cost her the whole fight. Whereas she could have won that fight and just had a win over a real top 5 fighter. But yeah, it's Lupi Godinez for you. But I'm gonna take Lupi here. Give me Lupi by decision.
Let's go, another dog. I'm telling you, I just feel like this is gonna be a dog heavy card, man. Dogs are barking.
Hey, hopefully, for our sake, hopefully.
Sheesh, another banger. If you guys don't know, get familiar. My boy Taco is fighting Taco Padilla all day. If you guys don't know, tune in. This guy is all about the finishes. He's going against Markel Maderos, another good prospect. 11-1 for a reason. But I feel like my boy Taco, even though it sounds like I'm biased because I am, I'm just a fan of his fighting style. This guy, since he came to the UFC, I think he only went to the decision one time. He finds the finish, submission or KO. he gets the guy out of there. I think Madero's only path to victory is if he fights a clean fight, but that's not Chris's game. Chris is going to get into your face, auto stick drift, mix it up, takedowns, clinch work, head body, head body, head body. He's going for that finish, and you guys already know if you guys are returning fans to this channel, you guys know I pick fighters with more ways to win, and that fighter is Chris Padilla, man. Markel Madero, sometimes in his fights, he looks a little bit too stagnant. Like, to me, at least, it looks like he's comfortable with the fight going to the scorecards, and my boy Taco Padilla is not. So give me Chris Padilla here to get it done inside the distance. This guy's on a nasty win streak. Give him a top ranked fighter after this fight, man. Like, he's must see TV.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree here. I mean, I just think Markel, he fights like way too passive, way too technical on the outside. Whereas like sometimes the judges don't see like the punches landing because I mean this guy he's a decision merchant. I mean he went to decision in all three fights. He went to split decision with Austin Hubbard, and then his last fight against Tronitzky, like he just it went. It was that distance. Made it a little boring. It's Padilla, like especially now with the judges, bro. Like the judges get swayed by the freaking crowd. We saw it 2 weeks in a row. Adrian Yan has lost to Ricky Simone allegedly. Thomas Peterson won round one against Guillermo Pat allegedly. Like dog, in order for you to win in the judges' eyes, especially when we got a live crowd, you got to get in there and make it clear. And Padilla's gonna be in his face. I think Padilla's path to victory here is a grappling, though. I think his jiu-jitsu is very underrated. It just depends if he could get Medeiros down, because Medeiros is a very good get-up game. I think he's a better striker than Padilla. But yeah, hopefully he makes it dirty, because I'm a big fan of Padilla, so I'm going to take Padilla by decision.
Let's go, Taco. He owns his own taco spot here in LA, I think.
Yeah, let's get it. All right, man. Next up, we got the BKFC main event between Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. Yeah, this fight, I mean, on paper, it makes sense. Quality-wise, pretty bad. Kelvin Gastelum at least is winning. He hasn't looked super bad. Yeah, he got his ass beat by Joe Pyfer, but he had his moments in that one. I mean, he only really got killed by Sean Brady when Jack Hermanson, but Jack Hermanson just hit him with the leg lock out of nowhere. Sean Brady gets you down, it's over. Whereas Luca, he just looks like he fights in water. He's in mud. He has stick drift. I don't know if his control is broken. Sometimes I don't know. It just seems like he's throwing slow. He's moving slow. And I can't get over the fact that he quit against Joaquin Buckley. He totally quit. The fight hit the mat and he crumbled. He gave up immediately. It just can't take a fighter like that serious, bro. Like Calvin, he's at least trying to win. I think Calvin's gonna piece him up on the feet. Maybe find a finish. I mean, I told you guys he was gonna hurt Stoltzfus, and he did. He fucking hurt him bad. He couldn't get him out of there, but he was pretty close. I think Calvin has more power. He's a better striking, better footwork. Give me Calvin by TKO.
Yeah, man, I agree. I'm about to go with Mr. I Can't Make Weight himself, the Mexican Fridge, and Kevin Gastelum. I mean, and Calvin Gastelum. I don't know who Kevin is, but Calvin Gastelum. Man, I think Calvin Gastelum has the better striking advantage here. I don't think Luque is gonna take this fight to the ground. Just like Henry said, dude, Luque fights. He fights like he's in quicksand, dude. I always get tripped up every time I look up Luque's age, and he's only 34. This guy has been in the game for so long that I feel like all the wars he's been in, all the defense that he's had by having a good chin is just out the window, dude. He's been getting hit more and more each fight, and I feel like Kevin Gastelum still has that hand speed, bro. Still has that hand speed, still has that fight IQ in which he knows the combos to throw in the clinch. So I feel like Calvin Gastelum's gonna make this fight look easy. It's a shame because Vicente Luque, at one point he has a nasty darts, and he's been here since the Black Zillion days. But I feel like Calvin Gastelum is gonna make it look easy. So I have Calvin Gastelum inside the distance here. I think it's gonna be a round 1 or round 2 knockout.
Hey, let's go. I think it's a free parlay leg straight up.
Let's go. Sheesh, we got the first. This is the first fight of the First fight of the card, I got my boy Charles Chuck Buffalo Radke against Francisco Prado, or AKA Prado. Shout out Prado. Um, like I'm not gonna lie, like I called Radke in his last fight. He's been a parlay piece in the channel before. All of his losses, even though he's been starched multiple times, is by high level fighters. Like high level strikers at least, right? Mike Malott. The only thing that has a smidge on his record was the fact that he gave up against Magny. But don't get it twisted. Mike's good on the feet, and so is Pratis. So both of those losses, even though he got starched, like isn't a bad look. Radke in his last fight against Frunze, I told Henry he was going to grapple, and like I expect him to do the same here. Prado just does not want to cut weight. Like Henry pointed that out, and I was in shock once I did my research. I was like, he is too small to be in 170. And I feel like the way Radke has been training, I follow him on social media, that he's going to be implementing that grappling. He even said it like in an interview, saying that he has a size advantage. Man, I don't know the game plan, but I'm pretty sure the game plan is to take this fight to the ground. I think Prado's only chance to win is if he lands a punch early, but I feel like Radke learned from his last loss, and he knows that his path to victory moving forward is to use the grappling. So give me Chuck Buffalo by decision here. I feel like he's going to dominate the grappling 30-27.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree here. I mean, I don't know what Prado's management are doing, bro. Like, this guy should not be fighting at 170. I mean, I just don't get it, bro. Like, I just don't get it. Like, he fought Daniel Zahuber at 155, had a fight of the night. He beat Ataman Zaitar. And then he moves up to 170, gets dominated. Like, dog. When you're getting taken down by Nikolai Veretennikov, it was just a terrible look. That was a back and forth fight against a guy who can't wrestle, bro. Like, Veretennikov, he got beat up by Mr. Van Zant. He got fucking dominated on the mat once by a wrestler, So it's like you're losing grappling moments to a striker, and now you're fighting a real wrestler who, in his last fight, he could finally realize that, hey, I could beat all these fools in the fucking mat. I don't have to stand and trade with Mike Malott, Carlos Pratis, Take him down, bro. Take him down. I think Charles Radke learned his lesson. I think he's going to wrestle, and I think he's going to find a sub. Give me Charles Radke by rear naked choke. I think he gets him out of there round 2.
Let's go, Chuck Buffalo. I feel like another free leg.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, that's it for our breakdowns. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's time for the parlays. You guys know where it's at. Around the world. Here we go.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another Round the World parlay, guys. Last week was a tough beat, man. I don't know what to say. MMA has been MMAing recently. Fighters that I think are going to win just haven't been showing up. Some of them have been getting blown out of the water completely. But we're coming back. We're coming back with a vengeance. That is definitely not a typo on Henry's end. That does say plus 486 odds. We came back with a vengeance. I gave you guys a couple snoozers. I came to get your money back. All right. Just like if you guys watch the breakdown, you guys know that this card is the potential for bangers. So our first leg and my most confident leg, we're going straight to the US of A, baby. We're going Charles, Chuck, Buffalo, Radke. We just broke it down. Let me just give you a quick summary. He's bigger. He's going to grapple. He's going to get him out of there by submission. Quick, easy, all day, every day. Let's go, Charles Radke. Prado's a good fighter, but he is definitely not a 170. Second leg, we are going with the one and only Mateus Gamrot. I'm going back-to-back grapplers here. I feel like Mateus is going to take my boy Ribovics to school. The old school vet knows how to win rounds, and I expect him to win 2 out of the 3 rounds. Let's be honest. Ribovic's path to victory is going to be on the feet, and we've seen Gamrot's cardio look suspect in round 3, so I feel like Ribovic is going to have his best luck in round 3, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gamrot just takes him down and subs him. Gamrot with that chain wrestling, he has this extremely heavy advantage on the grappling. So give me 29-28 Gamrot all day. And the final leg, and the leg that is making this parlay nice and juicy for you guys, is straight out of Brazil. We are going with Paulo Acosta to beat the undefeated fighter, Mirzakhanov here. I'm telling you guys, this is a huge step up in competition for Mirzakhanov. No more spoon-fed Dana White privilege. It's like I feel like Costa's gonna have that automatic stiff trick, nasty body kicks, head body, and he's gonna get him out of there. Give me Paulo Costa inside the distance, guys. I'm coming back with the vengeance. Put all three of these fighters. I got USA, I got Poland, and I got Brazil. Put them in a pot. You get plus 486 odds, guys. I'm telling you, lock it in early. This card's gonna be full of dogs. Follow our picks. Let's make some money, man. Let's cash.
100%, 100%. Like Chato says, the shit's funny till it's not, you know? You're either with it or you're against it, and if it hits, you're missing out.
And plus 86, I'll take it all day.
All right, guys. Time for my parlay. I've been getting fucked over. In my parlay, I'm taking the fucking judges out of it. I got robbed. Adrian Yanez beat the shit out of Ricky Simone. I should have hit plus 171. That's fucking complete BS. I don't care what you guys say. You guys are biased. Adrian Yanez won that fight. He won it by decision, and he won it by KO. I'm going to say. Last week, listen, I get it. Gary Pat got his ass beat at the round 3. Ass beat. But he did not lose that fight, bro. It's a draw or Gary Pat decision. I don't get what we're doing here. So with that said, fuck the judges. I'm going with violence here. I mean, the whole point of this parlay was to go with violence. And I fucking straight away going with these fucking point fighters. Not today. I'm taking Aaron Pico as the first leg against Patricio Pitbull. I don't care if he gets knocked out. I don't care. Get in there, swing, chin for chin, land first. I think Aaron Pico gets it done. Hey, give me Aaron Pico on the money line. And Jiri, that's my boy. Carlos Ulberg, I've seen him crumble. I've seen him back up against the fence, fall apart. I've seen his cardio fall apart. Jiri's he's a shark. He smells blood in the water, he's going to drown you. I'm taking violence here, plus 130. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to parlay on both sides of the distance. But for the channel, plus 130, run it. The judges, fuck them, we're leaving them out.
Man, when Henry sent me this parlay, I was hyped up. The logic's there. Screw the judges. Both of these fighters love to throw leather. Who's going to connect first? That's the question. Plus 130 money line, get spicy. Round 1 KO both of them. Let's fucking ride.
Hey, that would be fucking cherry on top. I love it. Maybe I'll play it.
All right, guys, we got our Rear Naked Locks play of the week. I'm not going to lie. If you guys have been following us, this play last year was one of our worst plays, and then this has turned into one of our best plays. We've been giving you guys straight up locks, fighters that we think have a clear path to victory. It's pretty obvious from the breakdown who my lock is. He's in my Around the World as well. I'm going for the US of A here. Give me Chuck Buffalo to out grapple the 155er Prado, aka Prado. I'm telling you, man, he has the extreme size advantage, bro. Like he said in his breakdowns, in his post-fight interviews, and his TikToks, and his, like during the embedded, he knows his path to victory. He stopped taking people down. He got knocked out. He knows now that his path to victory in the UFC is to take people down, and I feel like he's gonna do that. And when he does that, he hasn't lost. So I got Chuck Buffalo here by decision, or even Henry made a good point. Chuck Buffalo sub, sprinkle it.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I mean, honestly, let's not forget. Every time Francisco Prado has gotten taken down in the UFC, he lost. One takedown, it's over. That's my prediction. Charles Radke by murder, by mauling. He's a very good fighter, bro. Even on the feet, he's got good striking. He lost to Mike Malott, big whoop. He lost to Carlos Prates. Oh, okay. You know, I was like, what the fuck? It's Carlos Prates. I think Charles Radke is a very good fighter. I think he's a borderline top 15 guy, and I think he's supposed to be guys like Francisco Prado. And I'm taking Calvin Gastelum as my leg. I mean, I've been, ever since I started changing it up a bit, I'm not trying to go swing for the fences. Just gun to my head. If I needed somebody on this card to win for me, I'll take Calvin Gastelum because he's fighting a fucking corpse. You know, it's like, give me Calvin Gastelum to win this fight. I think he finishes Luque. And even if he doesn't, he wins on the feet. His boxing is way too crisp. He's way too fast. And his wrestling, he's good, bro. I mean, he gets stuff to take down. Like Chato say, the fridge. You know, and Luque, he's a quitter. He's a quitter now. Like, he's not the same guy. Like, if it was Luka a couple of years ago, all right, maybe I'd be scared. Right now, I have no fear. Plus 112, I think this hits. I think it's free money. Like we said last week. I mean, last week we did a minus 190. Hey, but sometimes you find $100 on the floor, you don't want to pick it up. Right now, you're gonna find $112. That's
Hey
all.
man,
That's all I'm saying.
hey man, the logic is there on both of these fighters. Lock it in early. All of our plays, I'm telling you guys, we broke it down. We're coming back with a vengeance. The judges have been screwing us. The fighters have been screwing us. But I'm telling you guys, all it takes is one. We're gonna be putting out our full card parlays because I just have a feeling either I go perfect or Henry goes perfect. This is the card that we make money. The dogs are gonna be barking, so put those parlays early, man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like Chato said, I mean, like we've been saying this whole breakdown. This is a kind of card you make money on. You know, hopefully we get the fights predicted well, because that's how you know we making money in the night. You know, but if you want to make money, you have to bet these kind of cards, man. You got even money. You got a lot of good underdogs. There's a chance that maybe like 5 or 6 of them win on Saturday. So hopefully those are the ones that we picked. But yeah, I mean, the parlays have been good. Hopefully the fights are good because next week we got an absolute shitter. Next week I'm gonna struggle to find my picks, but this week I'm super excited. Honestly, the best fight card of the year so far, so I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to watch. Hopefully that you guys like the breakdown. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. Come tune in on Saturdays. I'm always live in action on Twitter. I was tweeting live from Seattle. I'm gonna be tweeting live from so it's like from Los Angeles, California. As I'm telling you guys, man, we appreciate all the love. We see all the comments and we're seeing like the increase in views. So thanks again for all the support. We're Naked Locks out.
100%, 100%. We'll see you guys at the bank to cash out winnings. Peace.
Peace.